Hi everyone, I am Shom Garg and welcome back to this lecture series of C++. So in today's lecture we are going to see how to make a factorial program using for loop. Alright, so let me give you a brief introduction. What is a factorial? So basically, for example, when you say 5 factorial, okay, 5 factorial, this is how it is pronounced. So 5 factorial means 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Alright, that is 120. Okay, the factorial is denoted by this exclamation mark symbol. Okay, this symbol, and there are some other ways to denote it as well. That is some L kind of symbol in under which the number is written. However, I am not going to show you here. You can search on it as well, although it is not needed. Anyways, this symbol, this 5 factorial, 5 exclamation marks means 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Okay, that is 120. For example, we say, let's say 6 factorial. Alright, that is 6 exclamation mark, and it will be equal to 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Okay, so that is till the time this exclamation mark means the number is going to be multiplied by the number 1 less than the actual number. Okay, that is 6 factorial means 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 till the time the number does not become 0. Alright, and also one more thing, that according to mathematics, 0 factorial is equal to 1. Alright, so these are some basics of factorial which you should know so that we can make the program using the for loop. Alright, so now what we need to do, we basically need to have a number input from the user, okay, and then we need to run the loop till the time we need to decrement the number by 1 every time in every pass, until the time the number is greater than 0. We need to run the loop, okay, and we need to multiply the number 1 less than the original number. Okay, so let us start making the program. Alright, so let me remove this cout statement. Now we have already header files and main. Okay, so here first of all I am going to define some integer, that is int. First one is fact for factorial, and I am going to initialize it 1. Okay, then the other is n. N is for taking the input. Alright, so now here I am going to take the input, enter the number. Alright, and now we are going to see in n. So now we have entered the number. So here I am going to write our for loop, that is for int I is equal to 1. Okay, I should be less than equal to the number, that is n, and I plus plus. Alright, so you can either create the for loop by either this starting from I is equal to 1 and incrementing the I, or you can initialize the I towards the n, okay, and then decrement it. It's up to you, that's your choice. And now we are going to update the value of factorial, that is factorial is equal to factorial into I. Alright, so now every time when the loop runs, factorial, the value of factorial will get updated. That is, let's say initially the factorial is 1. Alright, so it will run because, and let's say the number is 2. Okay, so for example, since factorial is initially 1, n is equal to 2. Okay, so new factorial will become factorial into I. I is 1, so new factorial becomes 1. Alright, so again when I will increment, I will become 2 in the second pass. Okay, and since it will be equal to n, so 2 will be equal to 2. Therefore, the new value of factorial will become fact into I. That is, the previous updated value of factorial, that is 1, into I, that is, I have become 2. So that's why we will get 2. Let's take one more example, say n is equal to 5, so that we can see more passes. Okay, so when n is equal to 5, what is happening initially is I is equal to 1. Okay, it will check if I is less than equal to 5. Okay, the condition is true, 1 is less than equal to 5. Thus the for loop will run, and factorial here will become, the value of factorial will be 1 into 1. Okay, that is 1. So this was the first pass. For second pass, now after the first pass, I becomes 2. Alright, I is equal to 2. For second pass, let's see. I is equal to 2, it will check for the condition again. I is less than or equal to 5, it is true. So now factorial becomes, that is fact becomes the previous updated fact, that is 1 into I. Okay, fact into I. So I is 2, so it becomes 1 into 2. Alright, that is 2. Now next thing, I becomes 3. Okay, similarly, for the third pass, I is equal to 3, it will check for the condition again. I is less than equal to 5, it holds true. So factorial will become the previous value of factorial, that is 2 into I, that is 2 into 3, which is equal to 6. Similarly, for the fourth case, when I is equal to 4, it will see I is less than equal to 5. Okay, wait, yeah, it will see that is I is less than equal to 5. Okay, when I is equal to 4, I is less than equal to 5, the conditions will hold true. So now the new value of factorial will become the previous value of factorial into I. Okay, that is 6 into 4, which is equal to 24. Alright, so now in the next case, new value of factorial will become 24 into 5. Alright, so that's how we will get 120 as the answer. So this was the logic of the program. So let us run the program. Okay, first of all, we have not printed out the value of factorial. So cout, and here we are going to print fact. Alright, so this is how we make a program to calculate the factorial using for loop. So let us compile our program, and there are no errors, so let us run it. Here is the number, let's say I enter, first let's enter 5. Okay, you can see 120 is the answer, that is 5 factorial, and we are getting 120 as the answer. Alright, so let us try one more time for any other value. Let's say I calculate 10 factorial. Okay, you can see this value 3628800, this is the answer for the 10 factorial. Alright, so this is how you can make the program for factorial using for loop. Also you can make the same program using while loop as well. So it's up to you, and you can obviously try the same program using while loop. Alright, so this is all for this video guys. See you in the next video.